Back in the day, I was a baller, a shot caller. Man, I could hit the three-pointer like it was going out of style. It was my favorite part of the game. I loved the fast break, although it wasn't very quick. I could go backdoor, hit the easy layup if someone was overplaying me. But I was always fascinated by the number of feet the three-point level moved when you look at a high school. You look at a college line, and then obviously the NBA. I think part of the reason I don't watch the NBA hardly anymore is because people are shooting too many damn threes. It's gotten to the point where the big men are of no use anymore. Certainly from a draft aspect in the NBA, why the hell would you want to draft a center anymore when you get a college guy shooting threes like no other? You get him. Here's what I think the NBA is going to look like in the next 2 years. I could be way wrong. Colin Cowherd said this on the radio, and I thought, you know what, he's dead on right. There's guys hiding in the corners for years. These guys that can stay by the bench, by the pine, where all the guys sit there with their towels in their lap, and you just hide a guy, those days are going to be gone pretty soon. It's getting too out of control with the three-point line. I see a huge evolution coming for the NBA where that line's going to go out of bounds right around the elbow of the free throw line. And now you're going to bring back conflict at the rim. You're going to bring back centers. You're going to bring back a lot of power forwards that we've lost in this game of basketball. I still watch and I'll tune in here as it gets closer, but there's too much of a disparity for me to watch the NBA anymore. So if you're playing redraft, okay, and you're experiencing that same thing in fantasy football, you know, you're going to hit a certain level where you want to take it to the next level, and you're like, well, how? You know, I've tried Keeper, and it's not very fun. Dynasty, it just seems like too much work. That's what I hear all the time. Well, maybe what you need to do is slowly evolve into a two QB strategy. That's what I would recommend. Introduce it that way. Get guys warmed up to the idea that, hey, you want to make it so that no one's hitting three-pointers all the time? Why don't you change the three-point line? When you start two quarterbacks, it enhances your league. Certainly makes it way more challenging and way more fun, and scarcity sets in. There's only so many quarterbacks in the league, so certain teams are going to draft more or less, and trades happen all the time with quarterbacks. You know, the next level after that would be a 2 QB superflex, which is what I play in. And I really enjoy that because it's the ultimate pro-style fantasy football league. I'm never going to go back. Once you taste this sort of medicine, why would you ever want to leave it? It's too fun. It's too amazing, the 2 QB superflex. When now you can actually insert anybody in that last superflex spot, right? Tight end could be a runner, it could be a defensive end, it could be a safety, whatever. But what I'm trying to say here on all these evolutions and things is you got to remember that the way you dominate is still through the wideouts. I'm hearing way too much right now on running backs, especially these rookie running backs that are coming out, and people keep comparing them to the runners of old. That's all I hear about. Priest Holmes. I had him, sure, in a number of leagues when I was playing back in the day. But those days are gone. I don't see that sort of runner coming out of college right now, and everybody's starting to tout if they're wearing a certain color jersey, they're going to have a better stay or a better career because they're on a certain turf or a home field advantage. I'm sorry, I just don't buy into it. The wide receivers are the way you build your team. I'm impartial. This is upside down drafting, so naturally I'm going to tell you to go get receivers, but I don't know why I'm seeing this all over the internet, that suddenly these college running backs, besides the Fournettes of the world and maybe McCaffrey, which I still have questions on for the NFL right away out of the gates, I'm puzzled here because I'm seeing way too much love for the runners, and we're not examining more of the wide receivers that are going to build your dynasty team, especially if you're in a 2 QB superflex. I've had a couple questions on my team, the one I run, and what it looks like. So I thought at this point I was just going to show it to you real quick. So let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, guys, so here's my team pulled up, and here's the runners I was telling you about. I only had 4 all year long. I'm dead serious. I had Kenneth Dixon on my taxi squad, who I promoted about mid-year last year because I knew he would come aboard. And then I drafted Melvin Gordon in the 6th round in 2016 in my core startup. I got Blau Powell in the 12th, and I got Charles Sims in the 13th. Upside down drafting 101. There you go. I have some amazing quarterbacks. in a 2 QB format. And I did that on purpose because once you hold the railroads in Monopoly, now you can trade them. And I will be trading those for some huge value coming up. Wide receiver standpoint, I have some good ones. I won't lie. Des Bryant. I got Amari Cooper. I got Terrell Pryor. I got Demaryius Thomas and Tyrell Williams. You add in and sprinkle in some upside guys this year I really like. Kamar Aiken with Andrew Luck. Bryce Butler is the future of Dallas on the wide receiver front. I don't know exactly how comparable you can call him to Dez, but hey, I like wide receivers that are going to get the ball from Dak Prescott. Jeremy Curley is my PPR guy, and Eli Rogers is my home run hitter. So right there, I'm excited about what I'm looking at. My tight ends are decent. Pitta had a nice year last year. Fleener is not a good football player, but I think in the end, for right now, to hold the glue on my team until I can get some rookie tight ends, which I plan to do. I got some picks, 2 first-round 17s and 2 second-round 17s. I can fill in the gaps possibly on a good tight end. Defensive tackle looks strong. I don't think I have any problems here. Defensive end, very nice with some of those names there to fill the plugs. And then I really love Jatavius Brown on the linebacker front with Kersey and Denzel Perryman and Tahir Whitehead. So on a defensive front, I'm very excited, especially with my safeties, Neal, Pryor, Gaithers. Happy with this team. I really am. Bibbs, I thought, hey, he was a backup for Denver last year. Now he's on my Niners. I'll probably end up dropping him. Decker, probably keep. But again, in Dynasty, you're only as good as your age. And right now he's getting up there. Same with Zach Miller. So these are on injury reserve. The way it works in my league is you get to hold them until August 24th or something like that. And then you got to get rid of them and put them back and mix them into your lineup as they commingle. Here's some taxi squad guys that I have. I can hold them up to 2 years. Alex Collins, huge upside in the future, I think. I like what I see out of him. And then DeAndre Washington with some guys that I threw some darts at last year. And, right now I only have 11 players on this taxi. I can go all the way up to 25. So I plan in my draft coming up here very shortly to obviously hit a home run with some more rookies that I can just keep putting in the machine. Feed the bear. And that's how it is. Johnny B, UpsideDownDrafting.com. Again, go easy on the runners. Go high on the catchers of the football. See you on the next show.